17 more years. When I came out here, nobody was coming to where I was staying at. Because you know I done stayed on Canal, and Flicker, and like I said, I was on Flag for 6 years. It was a lot of murders, it was a lot of violence going on. You were the only person, I'm just being 100, that I saw come out here speaking on some black love, black unity, what brothers come together. Right. Nobody else would. Nowadays, it's a lot of people that's doing it. So when I see, bro, that's why I had to have you come here and let it be known, like you are a grassroots founder. No matter what people say about you, this is just coming from it. You know how I get that. Yes, sir, brother. Yes, sir. When I saw what you was doing, nobody wasn't doing it. And that touched me. Right. That made me want to say, okay, it's all right to express myself like this to my people and say, ain't nothing wrong with saying, brother, you're my brother. It wasn't popular. No, brother. Unless you was religious. Yes. But you were, this is Duval County. We speak on Duval County, brother. You put a lot of work, bro. It's blessings, bro. Man, thank you, brother. It's blessings. Thank you for all you do, man. I ain't forgot nothing. I know I got some scars on my head, but my memory ain't that bad, bro. Just know, I ain't forgot nothing, brother. Yes, sir. I failed. We need you, brother. We need you. Because of your expression, that made, like I say, that made my tiger say, you know what? I can be free. That's right. Because I saw my brother wasn't afraid to say, you know what? We gonna come together. That's right. I don't care about your religion. I don't care about black. Where we at? And when I saw that, it was soulful. That's right. Because they wasn't doing it out here in Duval. Everybody like time. You feel what I'm saying? That's just I'm just speaking. Right. This ain't you talking that. You know this is just me knowing what I know. What's your experience, brother? Well, thank you. I respect it. I salute it, brother. I mean that. Love you, brother. I mean that. Love you, man. Thank you, brother. I mean that, brother. I know we don't talk that much. That's all right, brother. But we vibe, though. Yes, exactly. We vibe, brother. Thank you for what you're doing here, brother. This is needed. Yes, sir. And I prop it up. I say, hey, this is a spot where you can go. Yes, sir. I just need some old flyers, pamphlets, whatever. Put it out there, brother. Yes, sir. Yes, because this is our home, brother. This is the home for our youth to come to, man. Before I even forget, brother, I hear you ain't do nothing wrong, brother. The only thing I hear you talk about is us coming together. Coming together. Thank you, brother. No comment. Thank you. That's all I'm gonna say. Well, brother, this is for our people. I thank you for coming here, man. You know, I thank you for allowing me. It's like some legendary. Like people don't know. People don't know what you was doing, what you was going through. I ain't gonna talk about that. Only real people gonna know what you was going through. Yes, sir. A lot of motherfuckers don't know what you had to go through from job, harassment. Nobody don't know about that shit. All they know is that, oh, look at him. Do you know what the fuck you went through? And me knowing. Bro, I salute that. Thank you, brother. I salute that. You. Love you, I salute that. Love you, man. Know that, brother. I appreciate you. Yes, sir. Thank you, brother. Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Duval County. Yes, brother. Yes, I thank you so much. Thank you, brother. Yes, brother. Please have a seat. How you doing, sister? Yes, man. How you doing, brother? Yes, sir. Yes, man. Jacksonville, Florida. Duval County. I'm gonna say it like this. I'm excited right now, and I'm BSUN. I'm gonna let this brother just announce himself and speak to y'all, Jacksonville, Florida. I'm Minister Mikhail, National Assistant to the new Black Panther Party for Self-Defense. Our national chairman is Hashim Nzinga, and I'm based out of Jacksonville, Florida, the local chapter of the Black Panther Party. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Brother, I'm gonna be, you know, I come out the blue with things and I'm excited. I just gotta show you something. Sir. 12 years ago. Brother. 12 years ago, man, brother. That's a beautiful moment, brother. 12 years ago, brother. That's a beautiful moment, brother. I was 22. Get that. Yes, sir, brother. 22 on the front line. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was an awesome experience with you at that time, brother, because you were one of the few in the new. Man, brother, there's so many questions I want to ask you. Yes, sir. You know what I mean? And I'm going to be honest about it, man. You know what I mean? I ain't going to sugarcoat this. You've been arrested before. Yes. You've been put in solitary confinement before. Yes, sir. I have physically seen you in front of law enforcement officers fighting for brothers like me. Yes, sir. Fighting for the youth out there. Right. On so many issues, I can go on and on and on down the list, brother. What makes you continue and to fight for us when you got so many people just sitting back in the background observing you, brother? I'm just curious. I gotta jump straight into it. When I look at the sacrifices of our ancestors, they didn't have the opportunity we have today, brother.
were limited. They were constricted. And that motivates me to say never give up. Stay committed 100, no matter how difficult the opposition may be, no matter how lackadaisical traditional black leadership has become. I'm committed to the liberation and salvation of black people in the United States of America and the 196,940,000 square miles of the planet Earth. This is what I live for every day.
Yes, sir.
And no matter how difficult the obstacles have been for me, I have never wavered. From so many issues in Duval County to surrounding cities to national issues, I'm just as energized today as I was in the beginning.
Yes.
When I look at some of my great leaders, the Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey, Noble Drew Ali, the great Nat Turner,
Yes.
the great Malcolm X, so many, the Harriet Tubmans of the world, the Shirley Chisholms, the Khalid Abdul-Muhammads, the everyday black man and woman that is fighting a battle for survival and relevance in America and throughout the world. That motivates my energy.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Brother, next question, man. When I first came out in Jacksonville, Florida, and this is disrespect, this ain't no disrespect to no other organization. I stayed on Flag Street.
Yes.
I'm gonna take it back, brother.
Yes.
I was out there 6 years going to school. Yeah, I went to school for 6 years. I was out there on Flag Street, and there was a lot of activity going on, brother, back there. I'm talking about it was a high level of violence, you know, with young black men. It wasn't being exposed on the news.
That's right.
Being out there, brother, only time I saw people come out there and interact and uplift the community was when it was religious based.
Yes.
That was my first time seeing you, brother. You came out there, man, and you had the thing in your hand, and you was just saying black love.
Yes, sir.
Black power.
Yes, sir.
This your brother. Don't stop killing your brother. You was just, and I'm like, whoa, this Duval, this had shocked me here.
Yes.
You from Jacksonville.
Yes, sir. Born and raised. Yes, sir.
So my question is, why out here in Jacksonville, man, when people hear the word black love, black power, black economics, they kind of, that's a different language. It's like, I don't want to embrace it. But if I'm saying, we're going to pray together, we're going to hold hands, people to come together, and when you're speaking more on the aspect what you come from, what you represent, why is it that our own people kind of, we don't embrace it how I feel that we should? That's just my personal question.
Black is synonymous with bad. It's been considered to be evil.
Say that one more time for the people.
Black is synonymous with bad. And it's related to evil, ugly, unattractive, hateful, wickedness. And so we have to re-educate the masses of black people. And we start in the educational system. We have to build and develop our own institutions in order to reform that mindset.
Yes.
Yes.
So my next question. What makes you, man, the places where I see you at, man, you on King Ridge Apartments. I didn't see you at Washington Heights.
Yes, sir.
I didn't see you in the Arlington area. I didn't see you always where the neglected, the forgotten, the underrated. Why do you choose?
Well, according to scripture, according to history, it is said that the prophets, the messengers, were among the worst people. Because with the worst people, there's a base where you can build from. The middle class and the elites don't want to hear the message of black liberation. They have no interest in that. They believe that they have arrived in America, so why do I need that message? I'm not part of the script. This is some of the responses that I have received from many of the elites in the black community. They say it's not for us. I don't need that. So there's always a man on the bottom of the barrel, a woman on the bottom of the barrel that is receptive to the struggle of black liberation and that desire to see better than the condition that they presently live in. And so that's the base. And I find that to be the place where we get the best love.
Yeah.
From the brother and sister who is at the bottom of society. And is it not correct that Yeshua, one among the worst, he did his ministry among the worst? Musa did his ministry among the worst. The Honorable Marcus Mosiah Garvey did his ministry among the worst. Nat Turner went to the worst of us. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad. And so many other greats. Too many to name in a short period of time. But regardless of land, labor, language, rights, ritual, religion, whether we're Muslim, Christian, Hebrew, we have no label at all. We're one people and we share the same common struggle on a daily basis. These white folks not giving us a free pass because we claim to be a particular religion. They see us as a threat to their survival. So therefore, the black man is constantly up under attack, whether he's the youth, whether he's in the middle, or whether he's the elderly. The black woman, whether she's the youth, the middle, or the elderly, she's deemed to be a threat to the survival of white supremacy. So it's going to take a concerted effort, all of us working hand in hand. Brother, you serve a purpose with what you're doing. Where you at? You're needed here, brother. And we appreciate you, and we appreciate all of those who make that sacrifice on a daily basis to uplift our people, that fight for justice. But until we unite collectively, there will be no change. We can't do it on an individual basis, brother.
Yes, sir.
We have to lock hands and arms and go forward, onward and forward. And when we do that, there's nothing white supremacy, there's nothing the foreigners can do to stop our rise, because it's predicted, it's written, and it shall happen. Yes, and so that motivates me on a daily basis. Why am I doing this? Is it for fame? Hell no, because most of the fame I get is negative.
Yes.
Is it for fortune? Hell no, because I can receive very few resources from my people. But there have been many whites who have offered me if I would just betray the interests of black people. Come on with me, man. We'll get you to become a politician and run for city hall or school board. We'll support you and back you up, brother. My commitment to black people would not allow me to bend nor bow.
Man, brother, man. I gotta ask another question, man. This question is probably for a lot of people, you know, who I've encountered. And I guess I'm just gonna ask this for them. When people see the representation of the organization, what you represent, what you're a part of, what you're an active member of, they think of Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale, Eldridge Cleaver, Stokely Carmichael, Fred Hampton.
That's right.
And they see the offspring of Khalid Muhammad. Now you out here in Jacksonville, Florida. My question is, why when our people, from observation in the southeastern region, see this organization, they kind of put their tails like a dog. It's like, I don't want to be near this. I don't even want to be sitting by you because you're speaking. Why is it that they fearing it? Can you elaborate on that?
Well, they've been conditioned to fear that which the white man opposes. Anything that this European pale man opposes, Yaku's grabbed the devil and skunk of the planet Earth. I have to go hard and be truthful. They have been conditioned from babies. And so therefore, when they come in contact with the black power representatives and students, the cubs of all of those you have mentioned, yes, there's a fear because they remember the history. They have had some type of miseducation about the original OG Panthers who gave their life, their freedoms to pave the way. And had it not been for the original OG Panthers and the Nation of Islam, there would never have been any concessions made in the Civil Rights Movement. When Dr. King went back to the white leadership, he said, if you all don't give us the things we're asking for in this century. And so therefore, we have to duplicate that. Therefore, we have to quicken the pace.
Yes, sir.
We have to adopt that because the time is calling for us as a people to become inward, focused within self now. The Honorable Dr. Khalid, he had that vision. He walked in the footsteps of the great Huey Newton, Eldridge Cleaver, Fred Hampton, Mark Clark, and many others. But unfortunately, the enemy working behind the scenes, cut that short with Dr. Collins, but we are the Cubs of Dr. Collins. We are his grandchildren. And therefore we have to carry on this liberation fight, no matter how difficult. We must lock arms as black men. We must unite, because we got nobody else but the black woman and the black man. There ain't nobody else going to help us out of this condition. We have to do that ourselves. And we have to follow the model of Marcus Garvey, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Nat Turner, UNIAACL, Malcolm. All of these are great, so we have to study them, and then we have to take it to another level. We cannot be mesmerized what they did yesterday, because the same fight exists today, brother.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Man, brother. Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. If y'all don't know, man, this brother right here, he do this for me and you. So if you see him out here, this is my brother from another mother, and I mean that from the heart, brother. I respect you.
Yes, sir.
I done got knowledge from you.
Yes, sir.
The reason I express myself right now the way I do, because when I saw you get loose, that touched me. Now I'm a free type of stage. I'm not ashamed to be me, man.
That's right.
So I love what you brought to the game out here in Duval, man. 2019, any things going on for 2019?
We're going to be doing stop the killing rallies. We want to do mentoring programs. We want to do self-defense. We want to encourage other entrepreneurs, scientists in the business world to come amongst our youth and teach them how to go into business, how to collectively work together, and then they can see the fruits of their labor.
Yes, sir.
We have to do this. White folks are not going to free us. We might as well let go of that fantasy. It is our job. A lion can never be given freedom. The lion must take his freedom. And black people, we are the lion in the cage, and we must take our freedom today. Black power, freedom of death, committed 100% to our youth. We're here, and we're going to build, and we're committed no matter what and who is opposed. Black power.
Brother, I thank you so much. Promise me you're going to come back, man.
Oh, definitely, brother.
Family,
on behalf of our National Chairman, Hashim Nzinga, we extend the words of black love, black power, black unity. We extend motivation and inspiration to our youth. We extend to them that don't give up on yourselves. Love yourself. Study yourself, because you are the best young black man, young black woman, and black people in general. You are the greatest that we have produced, and therefore you are commanded. Therefore, we are pleading with you. Abandon the self-hatred. Understand that you are blessed. You are the chosen of our ancestors. We are the children of Israel. We are the chosen people, and we shall inherit the kingdom. So I compel you and I plead with you. Abandon the self-hatred. Abandon the destruction of yourself. Recognize that the brother that you dislike is the brother of yourself. We bleed the same blood, and we came from the same ancestors, and we came from the same history. And we're a universal people. Black power, freedom of death. Much love to the youth.